Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our legendary Luger campaign. We pick things up for episode 19 from turn 88 in the summer season of 200. And last episode we ended by taking Zhangyong, a small city from the Yellow Turban Rebels. They still have a couple armies out so they're not wiped. The main thing is it gave us enough prestige points to let us rank up. So we're at this point where we can hit King, and I think we're just going to do it. There's a couple of setbacks obviously, since we're collecting our books. We need our leader to be level 10, and once we, become king, our leader is going to become Liu Xie. So he's level 4. Congratulations, he leveled up. So we're going to pick up, calculating, get ourselves another trade route, a little bit of extra trade influence to make all the trade route a little bit more lucrative. He will have some interesting bonuses. It's pretty decent. I think he will get a different title, maybe? We'll see. I don't think he'll get his sword back. I think what happened is probably the sword was taken from him when he was just, a baby. Even though it's bounded to him, I think his parents, maybe Empress He has it and equipped it onto themselves, and we can't find where Empress He is. We're not going to be able to find the sword. So that's just really not available for us now. Aside from that, major changes would be that we would probably see Emperor Liu Bei as one of the competing 3 kingdoms. He seems to be most developed, he has a lot of vassals, he's really taken Yuan Shao's role here. And I'm guessing Cao Cao, we left him alone in the south, he's one of the bigger factions there. And let's see, who else might have a chance? Lady Gan, maybe? Maybe? Oh, although Tao Tian would be a governor faction, wouldn't he? So he can't get a seat. I think we beat Yuan Shu up enough so that he can't actually pick up the seat. That's fine there. Liu Yan is sharing control with Donghe and Gongdu's factions. I doubt he can pick it up, so that's really not another faction that's possible. So it's really just going to be Liu Bei and Cao Cao and us. We're going to restore the Han. Before we do that, we can probably use a bit of our imperial intrigue or the points to do a few things. So for example, I don't think I care about piecing out with him though. Like, this is not a important point. Perhaps, would you be willing to us? I value you a lot more than I value, say, Yuan Shu, but seems like he's the only one we can grab. I basically have this that I can use, but no one's willing, so let's just get money. Let's just get some. Probably at least 1,000, right? Oh, close. 24. Let's subtract 50. 40. 20. Oh, we're in the wrong ballpark. Ah, almost there. 59. Nope, 58. There we go. Assuming he stays pretty honorable, he's not going to cancel that on us. And we might as well boost ourselves before it's all over. I don't need to decrease anyone else's. It's not really going to make a big change. I think that's it. There's nothing else do we want to annex them first? We could. It wouldn't change much. I doubt there's much diplomacy at play after we annex. Yeah, let's grab him. Here. You're with us now. Those vassals are not happy. Ooh, the High Empire. Okay, so I think what we want to do is actually don't mess with them, because I think we can confederate the High Empire after we become king. 6 points. Oh dear. I need 7. So there's exactly enough points to fill up 3 bars. I was hoping to fill this one up. Okay, new plan. we get character experience points to help the Emperor level up. And the last 2 points, we'll grab extra assignment and the army bonus for the satisfaction, because why not?
汉室走向末路。
No, the Han has not ended. We are restoring the Han.
泱泱大国陷入纷争乱世，曾经的诸侯，如今各怀鬼胎。旧事已亡，天道轮回，其时已终。天下之事瞬息万变。
Alrighty, so we have become king. Should be asked. Well, I see who else is king. Oh, there's King North Wuhan right there. No longer the enemy of the Han. Cao Cao. Yep, as we predicted. And we're gonna throw the banners back to the Han. And the Han dynasty has been restored, which means we should be able to confederate the actual Han Empire. Yes, we can. So come on over.
欢迎朋友。
And process this a little bit, and we'll also annex the Duchy of
无
Zhou,
论如何，我等都坚不可
which will
摧。
make everyone else hate us, which is fine. This.
好的，请讲。
Alternatively, no, we're gonna grab him. There's definitely alternatives to this plan.
对我们来讲，独立也只能是一种奢侈。
We could have kept our trustworthy high throughout the game and try to confederate smaller factions. It'd be an easier way than this. And now that we're super untrustworthy, it's going to be incredibly difficult, which is also fine. The good thing is the capitals are super close to us, right? That one's right there. Now that we confederate the Han, Cao Cao's capital right here in Nanhai. And we can summon armies here in Cangwu and just go take it. Like, literally go take it. Like, we could end this campaign really fast. Like, don't we have close to 95 counties already? No, we have 54. 50 total. Less than I thought. Well, we do have vassals, so those also would count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. If we can force it abdicate, that would not be enough either. So we do still have to fight a bit. I don't know. Maybe we won't see the end. The one book that we didn't cover, I figured it out, is the classic of poetry. So Shi Jing. Shi means poems, and classic Jing books. And this is part of the 5 classic set. So 4 books we talked about last time when we talked about Mengzi. And Mengzi is part of the 4 books with Zhongyong, Daxue, Lunyu. Those are the 4 books. And there is the 5 classic. And Shi Jing is part of that. And this is just a compilation of poems collected throughout the Zhou dynasty. You know, the early periods called Spring Autumn, the later period called Warring State. And this is compiled by Confucius. Now, most of this is from the early periods, because Confucius lived throughout in the middle, early parts of the Warring States. And this is 311 poems, I believe, divided into 3 different types of poems. Feng, Ya, Song. Feng, which makes up more than half of the 311 poems, is represents customs, local customs. The word for wind, but it's often used for feng su, which is local customs, and it reflects folk songs and poems depicting everyday life, you know, love, farming, hunting, marriages, behavior, everyday poems. And then Ya is more upper class poems, so poems used by royalty or lords in rituals or some sort of ode to harvest, something more of a societal thing. And then Song is reserved for almost kind of religious but ancestral worship type of poems. But those are the three main types throughout this poems, and Confucius himself compiled it, picked this out from over 3,000 poems apparently, and we have 311 to be exact. 6 of those poems only have titles and no actual poems. Those were lost, and 305 of them made their way to today. You can still find the classic poetry, and the reason why it preserves so well, similar to Mengzi, is because this was standard reading for the imperial exam. You have to read 四书 and 五经, so you pretty much have people studying this for over 1,000 years. Therefore, it's kept pretty well. And the fact that there's 300 poems, or roughly 300 poems, also contribute to later dynasties putting out different poetry compilations with the number 300. Like the most famous one would be Tang Shi 300首, or the 300 poems of the Tang Dynasty. Something I'm sure a lot of Chinese kids are familiar with, because even today, a lot of parents make the kids memorize those. Not all 300, but they pick a nice selection from that. I definitely went through that and definitely still remember a few of them. But regardless, if we can zoom out here so we can close that, that should wrap up our book talk. We haven't unlocked all the books, but we definitely discussed all of them already. We'll probably move on to looking at some of the books in the accessory, although I'm not so keen on that. That's not really the purpose of this campaign. And now we have to kind of sort out our court. We do have quite an impressive collection of new characters joining us, including Yuan Shu, who is going to make an excellent, maybe Grand Excellency, continue his family tradition of having Grand Excellencies in every generation. And he should do well for us there. Let's see, does he have any nice, minus 4 public order, but plus 10% peasantry and then plus 2 public order back, so that's not too bad. And most importantly, we have a nice discount to resource settlement upgrade, some discount for melee infantry, not so keen on that one. Charge bonus, small boost, nothing else really matters. A decent amount of authority. Decent's probably an understatement here. And we got Wang Yun from the Han Empire, the leader of the Han Empire, and a philosopher from him. He is not going to grace the courts though. Peacekeeper is really not fancy enough. Speaking of this court, let's see what we can do here. I don't think Junyo is going to stay in this position. His bonus just not making the cut here. I think we're going to make him Minister Herald, kind of like a Secretary of State type of a foreign relationship role. That might stay because he has the 10% retinue upkeep discount and plus 5% replenishment. That is quite decent. Duan Wei is not going to stay here. So warrior is basically nothing. I don't think I'm going to fire him though. So I think Minister Coachman, he can take care of the horses for us. Dongzhuo will stay. Imperial Chancellor is kind of a good role for him. Kind of similar to what he gave himself. And so I let him stay there. We are staying as heir. That's very interesting. I don't hate it. Guardian of the People is not a bad bonus. We're gonna throw Yuan Shu in here, I guess. Where is your wife? Oh, right. He gave his wife to us as part of the proposal, and then we made her the leader in Wei, and then she got attacked by Liu Bei after Cornwall joined Liu Bei as a vassal, and now she's not our vassal anymore. Anyways, long story short, continue the Yuan clan tradition here. Dubu as Grand Commandant, I don't see anything wrong with that, and obviously the Grand Tutor position should go to ourselves after we come off cooldown from losing the leadership role. I think that will kind of wrap up our leadership role there. There's other good choices, like Gong Sun being a faction leader is not bad. Yeah, but I like the roster that we have. Yanbai Hu not making the cut is also kind of a shame. I think that's okay. This has bonus to trade and range. Yeah, we'll pass on that. Now, let's fill out the rest of our court. We need people who are not going to become administrators just to file in here. We don't have any relatives. What does our family tree look like now? Right. Wow, Empress He had some kids. Or Liu Hong had some kids before he died. They were in the Han Empire faction, but they're no longer there. Maybe they'll come of age in our faction now that we confederated them. Very interesting. Yeah, we didn't get the sword back. Executed cause of death. The event death is execute. Let's see. Wait. 诸葛瑾. Okay, I thought about Zhuge Liang for a second. Where is Empress He? Liu Chou faction. He doesn't have the sword. Huh. Who has the sword? Who took it? Maybe it's just lost in the faction. Yeah, we can do that.
我等皆亲，你我所见略同。
I'm going to war with Liu Biao. Some of these values are close. Wait, who? Oh, she's 0.6. I don't want her back though. That's the thing. Okay. We also need to hire new characters to become administrators for us. Anyone who's not willing to be a spy. I mean, actually, if they're willing to be a spy, it's fine as well. We just gotta recruit a bunch. But yeah, and I'll take as well. Let's start with 3. Because I don't want to deal with corruption. What we're gonna do is start giving away land. Elder. I'm not going to demolish any buildings. It would give us a little bit extra money, but we don't really need the money. Let's send you down here. Now, because of our weird capital location, we're not going to be able to trade with them. So that's unfortunate. But eventually, once we take maybe Liu Biao's land, I think we can. We're keeping Yulin because there's the nice spice and trade port combination, and we're keeping Changwu. Ling. I could give that away. Yeah, I can give that away. I don't think I can trade with any of them. Yep, because of the way our port doesn't work. But once we get this port here, I think we would be able to trade with Hepu for example. Not entirely sure on that, but I think that's how it would work. Okay, we own the farm here. We own the entirety of Poyon. Let's get that upgraded. No, not downgrade, upgrade. And we got... Why not? We don't want this to be all. Definitely don't want to be selling food. Don't want that. Don't want that. That. Let's rush 2 of them. Corruption reduction. Do I care enough to wait a couple? I don't want to rush too many builds. Let's see. I'm gonna go away too. I can just rush this. This will just be a level 4 one, which is okay. I think our corruption's not that bad. Yeah, it's not that bad actually. Without administrator, 31% is not that bad. Which means if I rush this, I can start downgrading this now. That would solve most of our food. Yeah, now we're city, 23 food again. That is good. Fengcheng we can give away as well. So let's hire 1 more general. Here, we'll have that. We do have Huatul. Maybe I should have hired him, but more land to be grabbed in the future. I'm pretty sure we can trade with her. There's gotta be a land route right there.
欢迎，
There we
请
go.
坐。
Perfect. Balanced personality, we'll take that. And we will give her... one food is not gonna hurt. Famous last word. I just want 5 points, we get a little bit extra boost to
我方接受你的
relationship.
提议。
Where else do we? We have Jiangxia. These we'll keep. This is just the livestock. So we can't do too much with that. I could trade it. It's also Naman land. Which means if we get the public order down, we could potentially farm some gold weapons.
如此甚善。
But I think I'm just gonna trade this. 8.2. Give them a lot of items, but they're not really. Oh, he's also part of Liu Bei's Vassal network. But I don't think I can trade territories to the Naman faction, so it's gotta be him. Wow, he's poor. Oh, he does have cash saved up, though. He's not very willing to give us that, you see. Maybe we can get a couple thousand. Add it. Maybe a little bit extra. Nope. Alright, we'll take that.
如此良言，定是经过深思熟虑。
1K for a livestock farm. What a good deal, right? I mean, it's wasted land. It's just causing us to have any sort of corruption issues. I don't want that. Get rid of that. I'm gonna convert that. That. That's where we left off with our last fight. This is Yuan Shu's army. I don't care about these people, but cordial plus trust, that could be a decent administrator we can keep. And also with laborer. I think he does have some value to us. I'm gonna just recall him. That retinue will serve well in an administrative role, I guess. We're gonna get rid of your retinue. Potentially you'll see some action should we expand the number of armies we need on the field.
有何吩咐？
Gonna really worry about you too much right now. How much do we need? Oh, so much. So we have him working hard on assignment here in the capital, I believe. Alright, collecting taxes from the peasants. And we're just gonna find a strategist, maybe the one we just recalled, maybe our student, and have him do this teaching assignment to help boost the experience gain here. And we can potentially set up another one in Nanyang. Let's see if there's any strategist we can hire who is definitely not a spy. Let's have any past history here. I don't trust them. That's the thing. Like, hard to trust. And no one is... Does anyone belong to like a faction that's dead? Some faction. Yotron's faction. Maybe we just wait. Oh, there's one. Oh, 钟瑶. Yeah, we'll grab him. So, was a pretty good administrator in Chang'an historically. Maybe we put them there because Chang'an is technically adjacent, right? Actually, I don't know how the gate passes count and work. I'm pretty sure Nanyang would be adjacent to Luoyang. So, let's put him in here. Doesn't like the local administrator. Too bad. That 50% will also be bounced to the adjacent commandery here, so hopefully he will rank up faster. daughter, I believe. Now that we have so many assignments, might as well use. These could all wait till next turn where we get that active assignment and then we actually go faster there. Yeah, we pretty much want to come down this way. This will give the faction wide boost, the army wide boost first. Yeah, keep that because it does have that public order issue. I want to give this to someone. Oh, hold on. Know what to do with some of these courts. Minister of the Imperial Clan. He's the only one who can take this role because he's the only one related to our family tree. One guy can be head of the guards. Or then take care of finances. Put everyone into their positions. I should slightly rule. Don't value that much, but there's only that. Oh, 公孙瓒. 公孙瓒 take care of the household. We'll go by level. Li Ru's higher level, so he will take up the position of ceremony. Duan Wei here is the interesting oddball here, who is not a unique general. Well, technically Liu Ban's not, but he's, you know, the emperor's brother, so what are you going to say about that? Luo Jun's also kind of weird. He just retained this heir position from before, even though he's not related to the leader. So I'm not going to mess with that, because then he would have to be heir, and there'll just be no family here, which is not ideal. Forcer, wait, he is a bandit, isn't he? We're going to recruit you as well. We're in need of generals. Generals, let's see how our armies are doing. That might be a new plan for this army, because now I have the freedom to redeploy entirely, and our battlefront is now shifted down south, where we have positions to deploy directly onto Cao Cao. So we can send out Mu Zhi's main army here next turn and just advance onto Cao Cao's capital, wiping him out. It's not the most efficient way, because we would probably want to like take his land slowly and then force to abdicate. That way we take the whole piece. But this would be a quick, swift end to the war down here. Now the war up here is a little bit trickier because our vassals hate us, which is not cool, but we can walk through his land. And the shortest way would just be go through Liu Chong's capital right here and attack Liu Bei over there. And I think that task will be given to Lu Bu's army once they wrap up here in the northwest, which will take a turn and then just a recall after that. That's part of the plan. Capital defenders, capital defenders. Wang Yun's forts. I want your items. Who do I want them on? Right, that we didn't solve that question. That's okay too. That's not bad. Here, a philosopher for you. We cannot, because we have double, so it's gonna remove from the wrong one. So I'm gonna remove yours first. I don't even know if I want to keep you. So Wang Yun, Dong Zhuo, and Lu Bu walks into a bar. There's a joke in there, right? Where is Diao Chan, right? Gonna get rid of this. You might just go on assignment because we do need a son. Not gonna fire you. Ooh, who are you? You just came along with the package? And what happened to your wife? Don't we get family as well? Oh, right. The wife was hostage through faction council proposal. We got her. We made her administrator in Wei. We released her. So that makes total sense. And then you started to team up with this girl in the army. Alright, we're gonna recall her as well. Worst case scenario, she can be a diamond character. He is level 5. commander. For our army type, I don't know what to give him.
大人光临乃是
But I
荣幸之
think
至
I'm just going to recall him for now. We're quite light in terms of armed forces. We definitely want to bulk up a little bit, but maybe the money to be spent on organizing buildings for now, because things are a little chaotic. So much. I'm going to leave a few of these open for now, not in a rush. Royan needs to wait a turn to build stuff. I would like this to be upgraded. Wainan's going through a lot of downgrade, a lot of weird stuff, but more food is always nice. Runan. Okay, we pick this up. Let's see what's going on here. They have the Drone Magistracy building. Pass. We're going to go corruption reduction here. We're going to demolish that as well. I'm going to go with a land development. We're going pretty tall, so a lot of food is needed. So even in these like income commanderies, we'll probably just want to build a land development just to assist us here. Andron. Corruption reduction. Very much. They have the food buildings in place. I'm not going to mess with that. I'm going to get items from this. Ideal build right here. Pretty ideal. Doesn't really need this as much, but I guess we could. There is food from fishing. That would still apply. It's not farming only for the government support building. But I think I'm just going to pass. Or extra food to upgrade the commandery anyways. If anything, we want to build it here with 2 farm. Alright, bad building, but we can probably keep that until we finish up the state workshop. And maybe even the private workshop, to be honest. Demolish that. We are going to use that. We only have 1 spice. There's not much value here. No, we're going to build this up. A lot of work. Southern commanderies are not in good shape. It's a questionable keep because we could go down this route for 40% industry. It's a lot of industry. Want the port first. We actually need food. Alright, so that's all good. Any news from the spying front? Okay, so we have Liu Bei who dared to fly the Han flag with a spy. So I'm actually gonna cancel that farm that we just talked about and grab a spy from his faction. He has Ma Teng. Interesting. Liu Guanzhang, of course. Wei Yan. Our grandson, quote unquote, because we adopted Liu Yan. And the girl, Zheng Jiang's partner. Okay, not too impressive. And I don't think there's anyone that we can possibly grab, but this will be the turn to grab spies from his faction because he's going to set up his imperial court and then it's going to be just impossible to grab people. At least we can keep an eye on his faction. Alright, 30k, which is very, very good, especially since we haven't messed with taxes. We have 1 open administrator slot. I kind of want to just keep it open because then I can check on, you know, make vassals whenever I want rather than flip characters around. Looking at our border, I think we'll just keep all these lands. Angwu is just a good food bank, also where we're going to tax Haltal. And then once we do attack Haltal and grab these, we have this connected, so that'd be pretty good. Sun Ce is weird. I don't know what to do with him. We'll worry about that when that time comes. And who's going to lead the army north? I think we'll just shift that army over and just things will be pretty easy. Alright, I think we're good. We finally have everything set up. Let's continue here. Alright, King Mulu, or actually just Mulu, has declared war on us. Fine. And Sima has decided to venture out and fight us in a battle where the AI think they will lose. He brought a Juggernaut with him. Fun times. Let's see who's leading all this. He has a silver armor that I do want, but I think I probably have to like execute him or something. Yeah, he can drop it, I guess. Possible. He has nothing. He has nothing. We're gonna fight this. We don't want the close victory. We want it clean because we gotta fight the settlement afterward. Oh, it's raining. Wide open. Very, very nice. Like that's wide open. I like that we're slightly on the high ground. I don't like the rain. We're going to be fairly aggressive here with our position. We'll run down the reinforcements. Just a sentinel with a very, very small army. I think we'll just put one back here. Yeah, they're trying to group up. Okay, they're tilting by themselves. Good for them. Wow, willing to duel us. Let me go take that fight. Yeah, I'm here for you. He's willing to duel as well. Great. You're mine. Oh, you guys are probably gonna get shot by the arrow towers, but that's fine. You're mine. Oh, did the Juggernaut get pounded by the Trebuchet? They lost one, I think. Right? They only have 3 now. The angle that their front line is coming at me is not good, but I can't do too much about it. Charge the other one. Yeah, I can't do too much about this angle. Oh, but they didn't take the weird angle. They just came straight for death. It doesn't matter if you charge up into us. Oh, skirmish mode off, my friends. I did not change that setting yet. Not cool. You fan out. Capture this first, and then we'll talk. Oh. Okay. Phew. Okay, it's shot like over their head, I guess. Alright, he's gonna get on his horse. And run this down. Don't be shy. Good enough. Actually, harass this one. They got that. He ran. Smart girl. Alright, stay on top of this guy. Do not breathe fire. I don't see any black smoke. We're fine. it's over. Oh, when did they get in? Oh well, it's over. Not quite clean, but effective. Alrighty. Yeah, that's clean enough. We are going to recruit you, despite the fact that you are greedy. Worst case scenario, you can be a good administrator. Same thing for you. We'll take replenishment. And our vassal wants to help us against Yellow Turbans. Yes, please. Okay, nothing terrible happened against... Oh, well. I spoke too soon. Vassal schemed against and vassalized Valenray, who might go to war with us. That means we can take his tea. Good stuff. Alright, we gotta wrap up the war over here. They still have an army in the water here, which is kind of annoying, but I'm gonna ignore that. Once we take this, we're gonna recall. So that means, let's do this. As we're recalling, it's gonna get full healed. We don't have to worry too much about casualties. We don't have melee cap. We'll take military supplies. And I guess we will just recall them. We didn't pick up the silver armor, unfortunately. Sorry about that. Yeah, they will end up leading the assault. Do they want peace by any chance? Yes, they do. Good. Regular payments? Cash payments? Have you guys been saving? Decent amount of saving. Any item? Or like the shameless... Wait, what's the actual value? I think it's like 9.3. Yeah, we're like the shameless debt collectors. Like, you have this? How about this? Actually, more money this way. I'll take that. Okay. That take care of our problems over here. And we shouldn't have any issues with looters, because the looters will spawn here. I think there's also potential looters spawning here, but we'll see. I'm not going to worry too much about it. We're going to be dumping our army down south. So Nanyang leveling up fast because we put, you know, the speed up, level up people in there, both in Nanyang and the neighboring, so that explains that. And being administrator, we'll pick up food. We actually kind of need that food. And buy Hulu. Tactical withdrawal is not bad. Negate charge is definitely pretty good too. Capture rate. Who is your army? We'll let you do the capture then. Once the Obel's wiped. Yeah, he will get it back. I mean, it's being used. It's not like it's not being used. It's fine. We'll try to give him an army too. So I guess we'll try to grab reach. He needs to hit level 6. Okay, we're gonna summon our army first. Who has... Yeah, he has flexibility, so he's gonna lead 2 turns. That's pretty fast. We can get 2% more by sitting in here. Still gonna be 2 turns, right? Like 48% still. We can probably move after 1 turn though, because we don't need mustering after that, and it's also quite a windy road. I could also sail down, right? Not that it's any faster, to be honest. We do have to loop by this bay, so we'll pass on that. We'll worry about buildings later. I do want to give him an army. Okay, let's first mess with our existing ones. You guys are lagging behind. Go over here. Make it easy. Look at that blade. Foreman, nice. Level 6. Not a major difference here, although he will be the one with reach now. I think you can grab that for sure. Just to boost his cunning a little bit. For the swap last turn. Forgot about that. As we typically do. We're gonna be coming up here to we could also set up army here just to speed things up. I do want to get the Emperor's brother some action with our gold set. Now he currently only have he's only level 4, so I can't give him like a decent retinue, but fine as well. So we have our vassals coming in with army. If I can bait the yellow turbans into, he's going to protect our capital. I can bait them into attacking the gate, which is kind of hard given that's a level 5 gate, so kind of like suicide for them regardless. Like they're not going for that target, they're not going for this target, but we can give it a try. And we can't summon anyone else, so the rest of the money is spent on. That's fine. Yeah, why don't you boost some income? Okay, now these are all one turn now. They'd be pretty quick. Wish I had more build. That's fine. We're in no rush. I'm gonna start converting these now that we don't really care about satisfaction. We could go with Forge. Hoping to get this started, get that discount out of the way, then demolish it. Oh, I should get this. To rush it. Then build that. Okay, we have a little bit extra money, but I think I'm gonna save that. 6 defense. I'm just gonna have to hope for him to fire people, basically. Yeah, there's not much we can do with him. That's a bit unfortunate. Actually, hold on. How many points does he gain per turn? 2, 10. Not a lot. I'm gonna shift both group over. And be done with that, I think. I think that's our turn. Let's continue. Oh, Sun Ce has declared war on us. This is interesting. I think he just wants our land because we have a lot of neighboring land. Let's see. He's right here, right here, right here, right here. I could send an army out right here, maybe. Or potentially move that army down. Or just summon a new one.
武安
Inxuan. Okay. Also down here. No big deal. He is... Where are you, my friend? Oh, you would be starting out... Oh, he does start out over here. He's right here. Okay.
我们
And
共
our
匡大义。
Vassal wants to fight Yellow Turbans. Yes, please. Okay, Yellow Turban Lady Gunsons. Peace treaty. Joint war. So Wang Rui has declared war on us as well, but then got liberated. That process is a little bit confusing. A Black Serpent, superstitious event, because superstitious as a trait. Ooh, got quite a few characters. We actually need characters, that's good. So we'll probably grab him, just because at worst he's 75% commerce boost. Not anyone's wife, yet so many traits. A little old. Jinping. Wait. This who I think it is? Another 10% care. We did forget one thing, didn't we? We forgot to make ourselves the Grand Tutor. Very important role. Right, so Yang Feng's bonus is quite good. Like, with honest and kind, very good. But who would I kick out from this group, right? That's the other question. I'm looking at him. He's giving us a lot of authority, obviously, that's good. Lu Bu's bonus is not that great, but... Ah, there's a spy situation too. I can't just recruit him. Yeah, so I think we're fine. I don't think we need to grab anyone else. Yeah. I mean, anyone who has the willing to spy symbol, we can recruit later when we want to. Right now, we don't really need to do that. I do have a new plan. So Lu Bu's army was recalled. I was thinking of just grabbing the capital, but that's not going to end the war. And now that with Sun Ce declaring war on us, I think we fight him with Lu Bu. That would be quite the fight. Conquer versus Lu Bu. He has so many vulnerable cities that's just like on my border. Where is their strap? There she is.
挽弓预设，则屏息凝
Right. That way he can also help us take care of all the Cao Cao's remaining settlements, land. We'll march next turn, and it will speed things up a little bit. Meanwhile, I need an army over here against him. I only have one deployment. Is he unbreakable by any chance? Like, does he have that skill already picked up? Probably just gonna end up being a Simon character. He does not. Okay, Wang Yun. Wang Yun does have it. Okay, so Wang Yun will end up leading an army here. That's kind of a little weird. I don't know how many men he have here. I don't know, wrong place. I'm gonna use
打
公
起
孙
精
瓒.
神来，腾出马厩来，放我的马。
And we'll recruit a few other units on him, or other generals with him a little bit later. We might need more seasonal deployment now that things are moving around the map a little bit more than I want.
追寻荣耀，
With this much damage, I think we just start marching now.
准备远征。
Yeah, these two armies are more than enough to wipe him out. I don't think we need help on this side. He might be able to join them. Yeah, but the situation is both of them are not level 6, so that's not ideal. Okay, we're fine. Back to economy. So here's where we can probably build a conscription. That we get a little bit of deployment out there. Oh, do we want this to be income? No, I guess we don't want this to be income. So this will be conscription plus a forge probably. Give us more items that we're not really going to use. That's the wrong building. Oh no, we're gonna sell food in Loyang. We're just gonna go massive income here in our capital. Alright, 18k left. Let's work on the capital. We're just heavily reform locked. Heavily reform locked. I don't think we need any more assignments. We have those slots, doesn't mean we have to use 11k. We'll save that for the army buildup. Let's continue. Oh, we have a death. Oh no, level 9, died of old age. How old was he? He's not that old. Who can take his retinue? He's the bandit general. Mending's not bad. Sanba is also a bandit, but he doesn't get along with both of them. No one really gets along with this army. What about the new Can't tell. That was a spy thing. We'll just take him. Not like our leader is gonna live that long either. Oh, he has embraced them into... Nobody's just absorbing people here. 69. Okay, so he's not too young. Doomkeeper, that's an event from his youth, historically. He picked up Scarred and then died. We do have him. We do have Emperor's brother. Okay. I think this is probably a good place to end the episode. We have Xunyu leading army for Wrong Race Force coming out. We can go respond to that. Yeah, there's really nothing on this side. I can grab this on the way to respond to that. That's like kind of on the way, I guess. Cao Cao has an army behind. Oh, that's the army we kind of messed up with their replenishment and all that. Coming towards Changwu while we're going towards them. Sure, I mean, you can come grab it. It's fine. Like, we can even... Alright, so he has a very small force. Right, we're going to build up that army to respond to them. There's war with Mulu, of course. We can deal with that accordingly as well. Our armies are shifting down. These two will come over here, wipe out Ilbel for sure. We have the capital pretty much secured. They're just not landing, so I can't get a fight with that Yellow Turban group, which is okay. Nobe is not making any moves against us because of the deal we signed with him before. That's our spy. That's good. I guess the tension turns south as we're looking to grab Cao Cao's capital, potentially in the next episode, and just to continue to wipe out these factions down here. So Wang Rui, Jin Xuan, Cao Cao, Sun Ce. And then once we clean all that up, we just grab the capital over here and it'll be game over. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!